welcome. So today we will discuss from rebating of wagon. So this is the fourth class of commercials. So we are going to discuss rebating of wagons. Before third class, already we have discussed for commercial as notes. So if you are going through for previous three video, you will able to see all the things what we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss rebating of wagons. Rebating of wagons. What is the rebating? Loading clerk is responsible for rebating covered wagon immediately after completion of loading, prevent any theft. So the reventing of wagon covered wagons should be uh, done by the loading clerk. So that the prevent any theft. So party loaded, unloaded wagon should also be rebated. Partially means half loaded wagon, loaded unloaded wagon should also rebated. So wagon loaded with gas stove, firewood, charcoal, livestock, offensive goods, and explosive and dangerous goods should not be rebated. So, rebating of wagons, what I have seen that loading clerk should responsible for that. They have to rebate the covered wagons. So, partially loaded wagons should also rebated. A wagon loaded with gas stove, fireworks, charcoal, livestock, offensive wagon goods, and explosive dangerous goods shall not be rebated. Means first we have seen that loading clerk is responsible for rebating. Next, covered wagon immediately after completion of loading at the prevent any theft to the prevent any theft. So partially or loaded or loaded wagon should also be rebated. Wagon loaded with gas, the grass stove, not gas stove, grass stove, firewood, charcoal, livestock, offensive goods, and explosive and dangerous goods should not be rebated. So sealing of wagon. What is the sealing of wagon? This is also important. So sometimes they will ask which type of goods not be rebated. So we have seen now the sealing of wagon. All closed wagon should be sealed after loading with the wax and seal card. The purpose of sealing to be localize the theft if any duration of transit the wagon. सो थिफ्ट नहीं हो इसके लिए वो क्या सीलिंग करता है. इफ वाइगन अराइव्स एट इमीडिएट स्टेशन विदाउट सील, intermediate station without seal, with defective seal, SM the station has support seal the wagon. The particular of wagon should be mentioned by the SM. There are two types of seal: wax seal and wire lead seal. Wax seal. Seal card is tied to the wagon door eyelet using sealing tab. Jute twine must not be used. At wax put on the note at station seal impressed on the wax. Double impression should be avoided. Wagon loaded with explosive gases, inflammable liquid, etc. should not be sealed with wax seal. So this is the questions. These questions maximum will works. So wax seal, sealing is two types: wax seal and wire lead seal. Vac seal is not done for explosive gases, implantable liquid. So this is the questions may be asking by the examiner. To this, you see these questions. Or wire lead seal. What is the wire lead seal? So whenever vac seal is not possible, wire lead seal is used. The seal card is tied to the door of the wagon through eyelets provided with the help of metal wire. So both ends of the metal wire should pass through the lid. Then the lid finally punched with the pair and polish obtained clear impression of the station seal. So this is the sealing process. So we have seen that two types of sealing process. So sealing process, closing of wagon door, closing of wagon door. The responsibility. This is because this I have very important things. Some questions I have seen that some examination. These questions asking by the examiner. The responsibility of closing and securing of door of wagon, post loading, unloading of wagon lies with consigner, consignee as the case may be, and supervising railway staff should ensure that the door of wagon are properly secured before the departure of the train. So closing of door, wagon door, done by the party, and the station staff should ensure whether this is correctly locked or not. Coupling of consignment. Maximum number of railway receipt that can be issued for a wagon 12. So in all cases where more than one invoice RR is issued at the request of the consignor, an additional amount of 300 is collected by issuing money receipt for each additional RR. So the coupling of consignment, maximum number of railway receipt that can be issued for a wagon 12. So maximum number of RR that can be issued for a wagon 12 नंबर ऑफ RR एक गाड़ी वैगन के लिए इशू किया जा सकता है. इन केस मोर देन वन इनवॉइस रेलवे रिसिप्ट इशूड at the request of the consignor, an additional amount 300 is collected by issuing money receipt for each additional RR. So in case where more than one invoice or RR railway receipt is issued, 300 additional amount chargeable. So declaration. So next, declaration of goods. See, this is the declaration of goods. As per section 66 of Railway Act 1989, any person who want to book goods by railway should give a correct description of goods for purpose of calculation of freight charges. So this declaration comes under which section? 66. So declaration of goods comes under 66 Railway Section, Railway Act in 1989. So all those are going to book the goods, they have to correctly describe about the goods. It is a statement of declaration to be given in the forwarding notes, filling which it is open or railway refuse or accept the goods is to for carriage. So while this is the railway has authority, while railway think this is good for public safety and security, then only they will accept, otherwise they will refuse also. So misdeclaration. If declaration you have given wrongly, then what will happen? So goods are misdeclared to obtain lower rate, to avoid permit or license, to depute the consignee, to make difficulty claim. So first what will happen? Destination should check the goods at the time of delivery. Forwarding note should be caution with while accepting the goods. Railway reserves the right to open the package and deduct misdeclaration. Any penalty of misdeclaration: if goods are declared and the lower rate has been obtained, the consignment chargeable double higher scale in case of parcel. See, this is the questions they asking. This is the questions they asking examination. So the consignment is chargeable at double in case of parcel. In case of parcel, if you are misdeclaration, so they will take double the highest scale of the parcel. So double rate they will take. The consignment in chargeable at 4 times the applicable class in case of goods. In case of goods, they will take 4 times of applicable class charges. So in case of parcel, double. In case of goods, 4 times. In case of false declaration of goods restricted for movement in container, charges at 4 times the applicable highest haulage rate will be left. So container may also in the container, so also container 4 times they will charge. These panel charges will be additional to the freight charges already paid. This is the additional charge, 4 times or 2 times. 2 times double only in case of parcel, 4 times in case of goods, 4 times in case of container. Misdeclaration, if you are false declaration, it will be deducted and then you have to pay. So on prosecution, the person given materially false account of goods punishable with fine up to Rs 500 for quintal or per part. Section 163 Railway Act 89. So we have seen the misdeclaration. So first 3 things we have to understand. First section 163, and then another things what here? If parcel, double time. If goods, 4th time. And if container, also 4 times we have to pay if misregulation. Routing of goods traffic. So generally goods will be dispatched by a route operationally feasible, and freight will be charged at the short route. So short route only they will charge. If the consignor desire to book the consignment by other than the shortest route, he must make remarks in forwarding note. So on the time routing of goods traffic means, if railway already given only short route, so railway give only short route. If they want to beyond the short route, they have to declare in forwarding notes. Rationalized route. What is the rationalized route? Under section 71 of Railway Act 1989, the central government can